Alexa, Kim Jong-un texted me and said he wants to hang out. How do I respond? Who would survive longer in the zombie apocalypse? You ready? Are you kidding me? I would own you.
You would not.
You'd be dead so fast. I am way too stubborn to die. I don't shove anything under the bed.
You just let it fall into the bed.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
So what is a phrase people say to try to help that actually makes things worse? Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What's up? This is episode 38.
38. Welcome back.
I haven't showered in 4 days.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
It's not true, actually. I showered 3 days ago.
3?
Mhm.
Okay.
What we do here on this podcast is we have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I make hilarious jokes. Obviously, we established last podcast that we are at the level of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
So we're sticking to that. If you're new here, as Mama Dr. Jones would say, we would love to have you. So subscribe. I don't want to steal her line, but I like it. So we would love to have you subscribe. If you think you're subscribed, double check, make sure. And then this sounds cheesy, but I'm going to say it. Hit the like bell because it feeds something. Okay.
Yeah, don't they say like algorithm
I
or
don't
something?
know. Whatever the
that
thing is. Yeah.
Sure.
Hit the like button and it feeds it. And drop comments. Y'all interact. Hit us with questions. We're going to do a Q&A at some point. But y'all got to ask questions. Today, we are going to be doing, as you might be able to tell by the expo marker, the whiteboard challenge,
Yep.
as I'm calling it. So we'll start out with funny, and then we'll get into a couple of more serious ones. So, you ready?
Let's do it.
We don't have a producer, so Claude is our producer, meaning Claude is going to read these out.
If Rachel came with a mandatory warning label, what would it say in bold print?
Okay.
God, in bold print.
If I came with a warning label, what would it say? No cheating.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Mine doesn't even work.
Seriously?
Look at this.
Be right back, guys. Okay, we're back. Since we're filming in our 16-year-old daughter's room, we rated everything she has, and she didn't have another expo marker, so I don't know why we had her.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're going to read our answers now.
You got it. You want to do the question one more time for everybody?
Nah, they heard it. I cut it.
You got
We
it.
just disappeared for 10 minutes, and y'all have no idea. So, all
Fair
right,
enough.
here we go. I need to think for a second. Why are you writing it so aggressively?
Said
You had
do it
your
in
answer.
bold.
You had your answer ready.
I'm ready.
I don't have anything that would be a warning label, so I'm
Really?
really struggling.
Okay. That was easy. You ready?
Yeah.
Go for
Show him. What does yours say? Ready to argue.
it.
Mine says brain produces rage, not my fault.
It's fair too.
Thank you.
This one's accurate though.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said.
Okay.
I say that all the time. It isn't my
This
fault.
it's so accurate. It's like,
Why are you showing it to the computer?
I'm not. I'm showing it to
You
the camera.
literally
Doing
just
like
showed it
that.
to the
See?
laptop.
Doing it. Look, right there.
I
Shows
know,
on the
but
thing.
you literally just pointed it at the laptop. You did.
Maybe there's somebody watching us, so I have to tell them too.
No, like, what? Are you saying they hacked into OBS?
Yeah.
That's just weird. I don't. No, I
All
don't
right.
like that.
What we got?
And yeah, he's erasing with a cotton pad. Okay, so I don't want to hear it.
Who would survive longer in the zombie apocalypse?
Who would survive longer in the zombie apocalypse? You ready?
Yep.
I don't know what you're writing over there, but excuse me.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready?
What does yours say? Stephen, and it's not even close.
Mhm.
Rachel, 1. Hold on, let me write commas so I can see how many. Oh, I got to 1 million. 1,000,000%. Are you kidding me? I would own you.
You would not.
You'd be dead so fast.
No, you
Yes,
would
you
be.
would.
You would be.
I would not be.
Yeah, you would.
I am way too stubborn to die.
No, well, I don't think you'd have much of a choice.
I wouldn't.
I don't think you'd
No,
have
I'd
much
survive.
of a choice. I don't think
Nope.
so.
Nope. I'm quite clever.
I don't think so. I don't
You'd be
think
dead.
so. I don't
Many,
think so.
at least 6 months before me.
God, no way, dude.
Yeah, you would. Okay, are you done wiping with your cotton
yeah,
pad?
I'm putting the first one down there.
We found
Item
those cotton pads in our 16-year-old's bedroom too, which I want to know why she hoarded the whole sleeve, Ariana, as you're listening to this on the way to to school.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Here we go.
Who would win in a fight against a raccoon? And how many stitches would it take?
So it said, who would win in a fight against a raccoon and how many stitches would it take?
Depends on how to fight it. Are we talking about
Physical fight.
So you have to use your hands?
Yeah, you have no weapons. Physical fight with a raccoon, no weapons.
That's easy.
Ready?
I'm ready.
To the camera, not the computer.
I'm
Thank
doing
you.
it to the camera.
Okay, what does yours say? Stephen smiley face. Mine is Rachel, 35 stitches and a tetanus booster.
My smiley face is also a 0.
You'd win a fight with a raccoon and 0 stitches.
I would.
The only way that would happen is if the doctor didn't want you to get an infection.
No.
You would still be injured.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No.
I would get 35 stitches because I just wouldn't stop.
Well, I know, but I wouldn't need to. I would just
Actually,
grab it
I don't
one
know.
time.
I'm gonna revise my answer, okay?
Okay.
No,
fine.
I'm going off
can
script.
Can you do that?
You can't. I can't.
Okay.
I'm going off script, okay?
I don't know.
No. Just one moment.
Here, I'm gonna add something
No,
too. Since you're
you
doing
can't
it.
get you. No, I
Yeah.
make the rules. Always.
Well, I want to write something else.
No.
I'm not changing it.
The husband might be the head, but the woman's the neck. And I made the rules. You know where that quote comes from?
I don't have a clue.
That was so ADD, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Stop
it
showing
was.
him your answer before I put mine.
I didn't. I have the same answer. I just added something extra.
No. Okay. So Stephen put.
You would adopt it, wouldn't you?
Stephen said
And
sorry.
then I would kill it.
Stephen said sorry, PETA, and I said, and I changed mine entirely to I would adopt it, no fight.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's true. In fact, you won't let me have a hamster, so I might as well get a raccoon.
We ain't getting one of them either.
I'm getting a raccoon.
No.
Oh, okay.
Whose Google search history would get flagged first by the FBI?
Am I imagining it, or did his voice just change?
I heard it change.
Okay, that
I
was
think
weird.
so.
Whose Google search history would get flagged first by the FBI? Ready?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. What are you writing?
Bunch. I'm ready.
Okay. Show it
I'm
to the
good.
camera. What does yours say? Mine is Rachel because she Googles things about Stephen.
She probably do. I said Rachel because she Googles medical stuff.
I don't Google medical stuff.
Uh-huh.
I genuinely don't.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I ask chat.
Well,
Actually, I ask ChatGPT and then I go look at the references. So if it's like PubMed or something, I research it. You wouldn't know what PubMed was, would you?
No.
Okay. It's where you can find research studies.
I don't have a clue.
I know. It's so sad. Who am I going to talk to when I graduate nursing school?
I have no clue.
Claude.
Probably.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Chat's gotten pretty good about being chatty.
No, it's not near as good as Claude. Okay, you
I don't
ready?
know. The voice sounded good now.
I don't care about the voice. I'm talking about the way they talk to you.
Yeah, it's
Claude.
they changed like the whole thing.
Well, chat, yeah, but Claude's my friend. Okay,
Okay.
you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who would crack first under police interrogation, even for something they didn't do?
Who would crack first under police interrogation, even for something they didn't do? Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, show it to the camera.
Yep.
What does it say? Show me yours. Rachel, she is great behind a keyboard, but not in person. Wow, that is so rude. Not in person.
You're great behind the
I put
keyboard.
Steven because he did it. I'm
No.
perfect.
Uh-uh.
What does
No.
that mean?
If you were in a police interrogation, you told me this and you know it. You
When I'm
would
mad.
crack.
When I'm mad.
You would crack.
So if
but
I
this
didn't
is not. This
You're-
doesn't specify whether Rachel's mad or
Well,
not.
I'd be mad because I didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't either. But my point is you.
And I'm
you
a
would.
lawyer, so I'd be sitting there thinking
No.
I'd be sitting there thinking through the law, and then I would be thinking I didn't do this, and then I would get mad, and then the madness would give me enough oomph to fight back.
I disagree.
I wouldn't
I
crack.
think you'd crack easy.
I wouldn't crack.
I
And even if I
believe
was
you could.
tempted to crack, I wouldn't crack because of our kids.
Now, if it was a chat between you and the FBI, then yeah, you got them.
What?
Or you don't have to sit there and talk with them in person.
You're talking about like written?
Mhm.
Oh, of course. I destroy people in writing.
That's what I'm saying.
But that wasn't the question.
I know, but that's what I mean.
But I would still,
Interrogations
I would
are not in
No,
writing.
I would not crack. Nope.
I disagree.
Okay, how about this?
What?
Let's do a spin.
What are we spinning?
We are prisoners of war who cracks first in service of their country.
Oh,
What'd you put? Rachel, easy. I put Rachel because not my kids,
Mm-hmm.
meaning it doesn't affect my kids. That's so sad, but like true. Unless it's like, I don't know, something that's going to wipe out America. Then we might talk, but I still would crack.
know. Depends.
I would crack. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Who is more likely to start a full-blown emotional argument with an inanimate object or a smart home device?
Who is more
Gosh.
likely to start a full-blown emotional argument with an inanimate object or a smart home device?
So easy. Oh my goodness gracious.
Ready? Mr. Novelist? You look so serious.
Ready?
Okay,
I'm ready.
I'm sure you are. What does it say?
You already know.
Well, I do, but daily. I know I said Rachel because I argue with Alexa for
You
fun.
do. You literally do. I listen to it all
It's
the
so
time.
fun.
Oh my
But she's
goodness.
funny. They've actually made her funny.
Gosh.
Like, legitimately.
She's still irritating as all get
No,
out.
she's funny.
She does have some sass in her.
I will
though.
say, like, okay,
Give her
let me just,
that.
I'm going to demonstrate. Alexa, Kim Jong-un texted me and said he wants to hang out. How do I respond?
Well, that's definitely not your average Saturday night invite. I'd probably start with thanks for thinking of me, but I'm washing my hair for the next decade. But seriously, if someone's impersonating world leaders to get hangout invites, maybe suggest they try a hobby that doesn't involve international incidents.
That actually was pretty
I
funny.
know. That's why I like to do it. It's
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
And then when she starts like not understanding that I'm joking, I get mad. Then we get into an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Or we argued the other day because she wouldn't do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader without a paywall. That actually did produce a real argument.
I didn't realize it had to pay.
It is now.
Thought you could do it.
You
any
could.
time.
You used to be able to. And so me and her argued. Yeah, I was so angry. I'm still mad. I haven't forgiven her for that.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see.
In a life raft with room for one, who's getting thrown overboard first and what's their excuse?
In a life raft with room for one, who's getting thrown overboard first and what's their excuse? What does yours say? Me, Rachel needs to be there for the kids. Oh, you went cute. I went dark. Rachel gets thrown over because Stephen makes the money.
Yeah, okay.
You would.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
Nah,
You
there would be
would.
no throwing necessary. I'd just jump off. I'm a better swimmer anyways, so I might as well
What if
test
the
my
water's
luck.
like 20 degrees? It's Titanic. Jack.
Then I'm dead.
No. You would definitely throw me off.
No, I would not.
Yeah, you
gotta
would
be
because
there.
you produce the income. So you'd be like, she's disposable.
No, you got to be there for the kids.
Okay, here we go.
If the world were ending tomorrow, what completely useless item would the other person insist on packing in their survival kit?
If the world were ending tomorrow, what completely useless item would the other person insist on packing in their survival kit?
The other person?
Yeah, so you write what I would pack.
Oh, man.
This is so easy.
Oh,
And
my
keep in mind, the
goodness.
world is ending the very next day as we're packing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out what it is.
It has to be useless. I mean, by your non-response, I assume that means I'm super smart and wouldn't pack anything useless. But proceed.
Well, I mean, there's not. We don't have very many useless things, though. So I'm trying to think.
I mean, I would argue against that, but
I mean, maybe. I mean, we may have some things. I don't
your
know.
Alabama football is useless.
Okay.
But
Well,
you
that's
wouldn't.
fair. If the world's ending, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
That's not what I wrote.
Yeah, that's fine. Gosh, I'm trying to think.
Because you don't love me enough to pack a gift I got for you.
If I have one item to get, like, I
No,
don't.
it's just a useless item. Like, you don't love me enough to pack. Even though I hate Alabama football with a passion, I got you that football because I love you,
I got you something else.
which is why I wouldn't throw you
Yeah.
over in the life raft. And therefore, you don't. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Love me enough to bring your stupid Alabama football signed by Nick Saban.
I don't know. I would have
Whatever. I don't
so
know.
many
Just finish your
things.
answer because
I'm trying.
I know I'm so logical, but just try. Try real
Yeah,
hard.
I know. Let me think.
So perfect. I don't ever pack anything useless.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
The crickets are chirping
I know
outside.
they are. I'm trying. Like,
It's literally nighttime. Will you pick up wine tonight?
no.
I'll DoorDash it. That always makes him go pick it up.
Okay, that's what I got.
What'd you write?
Hairbrush.
I go days without brushing my hair.
I have no idea.
I put Steven would pack his wallet. Because you're so wallet, keys, and phone.
I do call it the pyramid.
It's so annoying. You would freaking pack your
But
wallet.
I don't forget it.
You would pack your wallet when the world was ending the very next day. Why? I sprayed half of a cup of detangler in my hair today just to run a brush through it.
Oh, okay.
That's how often I brush my hair, which is all of very infrequently.
Okay. See, I told you I have no idea.
I know because I don't pack anything useless.
I mean, yeah, probably not.
I don't. I'm very efficient at my packing.
Mm.
In fact, I could go stay somewhere for a week and still not have to check a bag.
I do it all the time.
You don't go for a week. And you're a man. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I do.
You get 0 credit points for that. You're a man. Y'all don't have to do anything. I'm just saying I'm low maintenance.
They
And
pack like suits and stuff. They're like,
who packs them for you?
me. I did them last time.
I'm talking about like a long trip. That was me.
Well, I got one coming up in a few weeks.
I rolled your little suits up or did whatever I did and organized them for you. And what is in my leg that hurts? Oh,
What?
it's the lid.
Oh,
Okay, so this one is moving into kids versus parents, which is actually really fun. So it's between the kids or the parents. We have to list, you don't have to list a specific child, but if you're picking a parent, you list the parent. Got it? Okay. All right, here we go.
Who's more likely to actually clean their room versus just shoving everything under something?
So who's more likely to clean their room instead of shoving everything under something? I saw your answer and I disagree with it.
okay.
Okay. What'd you put? Parents, Stephen. I put Rachel, detail-oriented.
No.
No, who's more likely to clean their room? See,
Me.
this is the detail-oriented part. Because the
Me.
question was,
Uh-huh.
this was kind of a trick question in a way.
It wasn't.
No, it was, who's more likely to clean their room versus shoving everything under the bed. So it's not who's more likely to clean their room, it's who's more likely to clean it versus shoving it under the bed.
Yeah, I don't shove stuff under the
Right,
bed.
but that wasn't the question was who's more likely to clean it or shut, like between the two choices, who's more likely to choose cleaning instead of shoving under the bed. I don't shove anything under the bed.
You just let it fall under the bed.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. So like if we're choosing between those two, obviously I'm cleaning. And the kids aren't. We know that for a fact.
The kids are definitely not.
We're surrounded by mess in this room as I throw a piece of paper out on the floor.
I know.
But seriously, no.
I cleaned good today.
No. I'm not saying that's not the point. It was a trick. It's a details.
Did a lot of stuff
Details
today.
matter.
I know, babe, but you hadn't cleaned there in a while. So.
Excuse me. Not true.
I know, because you've had other stuff you've had to do.
No, I did clean our room a couple months ago.
I know. It's been me since then. See?
Okay.
I pick up stuff. I do good.
Excuse me.
That's why I said
Actually,
that.
I beg to differ because while I appreciate it and I love you, and this is not an indictment on your cleaning abilities, though it probably is.
Yeah, boy.
You did shove things under the bench in front of our window so you could vacuum.
Well, I moved it under there, yeah, because I can't get the vacuum under.
Now you have to take back your answer.
No, I just.
Yes, you can. You know what I do when I'm vacuuming?
Oh, yeah.
Which is once a year?
What?
I take the bench and I move it. And I vacuum under it in one like spot because it's long, and then I move the other side and I vacuum under that too.
Well, it's all your stuff. I just don't know where it needs to go.
Ask. You also left a pile of my laundry. You folded your stuff and then you just left mine laying on the bed.
Oh, it's ready.
For you to hang up. Thank you.
I don't know where it goes.
Well, it goes color-coded by season and sleeve length.
See, I don't
So like if
do
it's a
all that.
dress, it has to be color-coded in the dress section. If it's a sweater, it has to be color-coded in the sweater section. If it's sleeveless, like a tank top, it has to be color-coded in the tank top section. And if it's short-sleeved like this, it has to be color-coded in the short sleeve section. If it's just a long sleeve regular shirt, well, that can count under sweaters. I think I combined them recently. And then if it's leggings, you can put 2 over the hanger. And if it's jeans, they get in the jeans spot, and shorts and skirts. And then, yeah, that's how you do it. Would you just write it? Yeah. Well, you'll get over it. He just wrote for those of you just listening, a frowny face with fake tears coming out of it. Okay. All right. Between the kids. All right. So again, kids, parents. Here we go.
All right.
Who's more likely to hoard snacks like a famine is coming?
Who is more likely to hoard snacks like a famine is coming? Ready?
Yep.
What did you just underline? Okay, show it. What did you write, Rachel?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I wrote the kids.
Oh, I put Rachel. I already do.
Well, I know you do some, but it ain't nothing compared to them. When
That
we
is
get
true.
snacks in there,
That is true. Our
the kids
16-year-old
get in there
well,
and they
but-
grab it, and it's like I found a pack of full gummies in the couch yesterday when I was cleaning.
that probably would have been Mila, but I was about to say our 16-year-old literally will hide snacks.
I know.
In her defense, Aiden and Mila are thieves. So she is hiding it because she'll experience a famine of her own if she doesn't.
I know.
I'm going to start hiding snacks. Mom used to do that when I was a kid. Did
It's
your
not
mom
a-
do that?
I know Dad did.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Dad
I'm
did.
talking about like our
Mom may
food.
have.
No. I'm talking about like our food. Like mom would buy groceries and then she would like ration it out, meaning we couldn't just go in there and gorge ourselves and eat a week's worth of groceries all at once.
Yeah.
So she would hide stuff in her closet in various places. And then when we were out of one thing, she would replenish it with whatever was hidden.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just know Dad would get specific things, and I think Mom would too, and then they'd hide it in their room somewhere
Yeah, but that was
away
for
from
them.
us. Yeah, away from
Yeah,
us.
I'm talking about stuff that was for us that mom hid. So like for
No,
example,
it was in there. We just got threatened. Like if we
oh yeah,
ate
well
too
I mean
many of
Ariana
them.
knows I'll like it wouldn't be good. She'd get thrown off the life raft if she takes my snacks. But like what it would look like in practice is that if we have like I don't know, a multi-pack box of chips or something, we put out like 5 in the pantry, the rest get hidden. They
We
run
just
out.
need to lock it. We
Well,
just need
no,
to
I think-
change the lock.
Yeah, that plus hiding.
We just need to lock it.
That plus hiding.
That way, when they ask to eat, like one of us has to go down there and
Ooh,
unlock it.
no, because we would never do that in a million years. We'd be like, no, starve. We would let them
That's
starve
fair.
versus unlock the pantry.
No, I mean, I'd
we
let 'em,
we
but-
need we need to find a smart home like door unlocking doorknob
What do
so
you mean?
that we can be lazy and do it from our phone.
Well, no, because I don't trust them to get it out of there. I trust them to get. I don't trust them to get like what they're.
That's why we
supposed to
hide
get.
it too. So like there's 5 packs of chips and they can't even access them until we open the door.
I'm just about to start. I just want to put a camera there, like looking at the door.
We're not going to review the footage.
Mm-mm.
We're not.
I don't know.
We're not. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was the end of the funny ones. Now we're going to move into serious. We only have 3. If you don't know, we have a child that has special needs. We've been through a lot of medical emergencies, blah, 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 blah. I get tired of saying it.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, for the last 2 years, we've been in nonstop crisis mode,
Mm-hmm.
quite literally.
Yep.
Well, approaching 2 years in October. But he had a stroke in October. I was disabled, wrongfully terminated. Our daughter has special needs, medically complex, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That's where we're at with the reason for the serious topics and the direction they go in. How about that? How's that for a polished podcast transition?
Mm-hmm.
We are professional.
Mm-hmm.
Any producers looking for pro bono work, hit me up because we can't pay you. Okay, here we go.
What's a phrase people say to try to help that actually makes things worse?
So what is a phrase people say to try to help that actually makes things worse? So like if you're in crisis or you're struggling or whatever, what is something people say that actually doesn't help or makes it worse? We'll go with doesn't help or makes it worse.
Okay, got it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What's yours?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I put how can I help? Which
I was about to put that, but
Yeah.
then I was like, that's
I feel bad, but
not fair.
no. So let me explain. And we've all done this. I've done this too. When you ask, how can I help? It puts the burden of answering a question like that onto someone who is number 1 in crisis. So they're like super overwhelmed. Number 2, or even if they're not in crisis, they might be like really struggling or tired or whatever. And number 2, they have to, like, come up with an answer, or number 3, it's basically prompting them to ask for help, which is really hard for a lot of people to do, to ask for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No one most people don't like to ask for help. It's really hard. It hurts your pride and your ego, um and so when you ask that, even though these people are super well-meaning and it's kind and sweet and they almost certainly always genuinely mean it, if you give them something, they will do it. It just doesn't help because of the reasons I just said. The the better thing to do is to say, "How can I help?" and then give concrete options. Like, do you need meals? Do you need your laundry done? Do you need me to pick up your kids for a day? Kind of thing. Right? Anything you want to add to that?
I mean, I was about to write it, but mine more along the lines is that when it's, if somebody says, "How can I help?" If when I answer it, I feel guilty. I
It's hard to
think,
ask for help.
yeah, and I think that's probably where my mind went. But I love that people I
Mhm.
love that people ask. Like, there's actually genuine people
Yeah,
out
of
there that
course.
ask
Yeah.
for that and genuinely want to help. But for me, it just makes me feel guilty.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
just as simple as that.
Right.
That I even need help,
Yeah.
for number one. Then number two, I don't know, I guess it's just my mindset automatically thinks, well, now I'm burdening you,
Mhm.
and it's just, I don't know.
I think also too there's an element of what you actually need might be too big to really ask for,
Yeah,
you know?
fair.
Um, I mean, if somebody asked us that right now, I'd be like, "Well, you could pay off the arrears on our mortgage." I mean, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that's our need, right? And I would never, ever, ever in a million years ask somebody to do that.
Yeah.
So, so that, so I think that's why I said if you ask the question, that is totally fine. And I've done it recently, even with a friend, give them options, right? So, like, are you eating? Do you need food? So, in this particular instance, I'm thinking of it was a friend whose child was in the hospital. And I said, do you need food? Are they feeding you? And then when I was told no, that they don't get a parent plate, I was able to send them a Uber gift or a DoorDash gift card or whatever. So it and this is not kudos on me. This is just what I learned after what we've been through
Mhm.
is ask how can I help, but follow it up with what you're able to do,
Yeah.
right? There is a resource. I don't promote it a whole lot, but it is in the description box always of every episode, and it includes a checklist for the person that needs help. They can actually just fill it out and hand it to someone. It kind of takes away some of the awkwardness and
Mhm.
basically just says, you wanna know how you can help, like, I've written out these things that I need. It includes basic stuff like, I need my laundry folded, or I need my kids picked up at X time, or I need whatever. And then on the flip side, for the people that want to help, it provides, options for them to choose, like, "I am going to bring you dinner on whatever date," or, "I'm going to be running errands. What do you need picked up?" You know, and ask them to tell you. So, that is down below. I think it's something like surviving the waves checklist
Yeah.
is maybe what I called it. But if you're interested, check it out. It'll ask for your email. We don't spam. I have literally sent one email out to people that have downloaded it. And so, yeah, I'm going to forget and you're not going to get anything from me. But if you do, you can unsubscribe. Anyways, it's free download.
There you go.
So that's it. Um, and then you said, I'm so sorry. Let's unpack that for just a second.
Yeah.
Anything there? I mean, I agree. I say it too, though, to people because it's like, what else do you say? I think also one thing that I know I've tried to say recently is I'm so sorry. And I know that doesn't, you know, it doesn't help, but just know that I love you or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like just a lot of people just make that statement, like, "I'm
Mhm.
so sorry," and then just move on or whatever it is, whether or not, it probably comes from a good place most of the time, I would say,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's just kind of a habit of things to say too when things go
Mhm.
wrong, so it's not necessarily like, sometimes it maybe I don't know that I wanna use the word genuine, but,
I
you
think
know
it's cultural,
yeah,
maybe.
maybe,
I
maybe.
mean, it's the same thing of, like, I'll be praying and then you forget,
Mhm.
right? Like, so, "I'm so sorry," or, "I can't imagine."
Yeah.
These phrases all very well-meaning, and the person saying them almost certainly has no ill intent behind them.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, the reality of it is a lot of times, in all fairness, there are circumstances and situations where there's only so much that someone else could do to help.
Mhm.
Um, so small things may be it,
Yep.
meals, folding clothes, whatever, honestly could genuinely be all that is actually going to help,
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's either too big or it's not tangible.
Yep.
Anyway, let's do the next one. Let's see.
What's one thing you wish people knew about special needs parenting?
What is one thing you wish people knew about special needs parenting? Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay. Kinda did multiple of
that's
them.
okay. So let me look. What does yours say? Their love of life and how mentally draining it can be.
Yep.
Yeah. So
So,
beautiful and hard at the same time.
yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I just like being from the kids' perspective, I guess, parenting one of them.
Mm,
I mean, and I see it with other kids, even kids that are not mine that do have special needs, but they just seem to love just everything. I mean, they just don't have a
usually, although I not to interrupt you, I'm sure there are some that don't.
mhm. They may, but I
I
mean,
mean,
from the majority of what I
have
have
seen
seen, yeah,
personally, yeah.
just their love of life in general,
Or you
and
could even say, like, for Mila specifically, her love of life,
mhm,
you know?
yeah,
Because I do think, I'm not trying to correct you. I do think that there are some special needs children that genuinely really struggle,
they may. I don't know. I
and have a
genuinely,
really hard time.
just from the ones I've seen and
Yeah.
interacted with,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's all the perspective I can give. But they
Like
just
people with
seem,
the Down syndrome community,
mhm,
like incredibly, incredibly sweet people has been the only experience I've ever had.
mhm.
Is that what you were going with,
Well,
kind of?
like that too. Yeah, I
And
mean,
Mila,
it is.
obviously.
Yeah, just any of the kids that me personally that I have
Yeah.
interacted with, they have just been just they love just their love of life. I mean, they love people.
Mhm.
It's just crazy how much to me that they do love people. I've just seen the way they interact with people, I guess I
And
should
then
say.
you wrote how mentally draining it can be?
Yes, and that's just from our perspective as a
Mhm.
parent.
I
Just
mean, yeah, it's
I
exhausting.
mean, I can just speak from ours. It's just constant,
Yeah.
just constant go, 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 go. I mean, it really is. I mean,
Even
there's
if you're not going anywhere.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's constantly wondering what is she doing? Where's she at? What is she getting into? If it's quiet, um, it's in ours in the situation we've got, it's like you don't keep your eye on her, a minute or two, and then she's real quiet, and then it's like, well, is she having a seizure or is she somewhere else? And we're not able to watch. So it's that constant,
Mhm. Yeah.
monitoring that has to be done.
Yeah.
So that for me is just the constant mental, because I mean, it's like you've got all the administrative stuff you do during the day, and then
Mhm.
on top of that, we've got her too, that has to be watched all the time. And then
Yeah.
I'm working, I work full time, so it's like my brain goes from there to immediately like,
Mhm.
playtime.
Yeah.
It's just with her, and again, that's not me trying to complain. I'd have it no other way. It's just mentally, it's just tiring. It just
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So that's just the truth.
No, it is. I mean, for me, as far as the mentally draining thing, I think I struggle, um, sometimes with patience. I've had not a lot, but especially recently, a few times where I've raised my voice at her and then apologized
Yeah.
and just really felt really bad. And in those moments, not to excuse it, but in those moments, I'm physically feeling, like, completely panicked inside my body.
Mhm.
I'm about to spill over. And again, that is not an excuse. It's just incredibly difficult when for example, you're working on something that is like, I don't know, mortgage related, right? Like you're facing foreclosure, a real situation with us, and you're drafting something and she is freaking out because she wants more chicken nuggets or something, and you tell her, "1 minute," you know, and then 1 minute turns into like, just full blown, "No, not gonna accept that, must be instant, must be right." You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah.
not just one time of that, but, like, over and over and over again throughout the day
Mhm.
can sometimes cause me to, like, lose my patience towards the end of the day if it's just accumulated if it's been a particularly rough day. And
Yeah.
it's been I mean, I feel like it's fairly rare, um, but I wouldn't pretend like I'm perfect or, anything like that. And the other thing too is, with that administrative load, the constant mama snuggle, mama snuggle is so sweet and so precious. And I struggle a lot with guilt over this, but there's 2 things I wanna unpack just really quick. One, um, I have a real trauma response that my body learned with caring for her and specifically related to, like, snuggling and even more specifically related to, snuggling when there's work to do, and that came from when she was in the hospital. My former employer did not know because it wasn't safe to tell them because I believed I would lose my job, and anytime I sat in that hospital bed with her and comforted her, there was always that fear in the back of my mind for 5 days, because she was in the hospital that time for 5 days. So 5 days of comforting her, I'm getting in trouble. I'm getting in trouble, like, my emails probably have something awful in them, or my phone may have something terrible on it, or someone's gonna call me and yell at me, like, whatever. And so, 5 days of that plus the trauma that was happening at the time caused that. And then on top of that, there's an element of it's exhausting when it is all day, every day, when I need to be able to just, like, have a little bit of physical space,
Mhm.
as in, like, to type. I mean, you experienced it a little bit today where she was snuggling with you and you were trying to type and, like, a water thing got knocked over or whatever, and it can be, just kind of imagine that happening, like, all day long, right? Or I mean, granted, there are some days where she, like, plays Fortnite all day and, it doesn't happen as much, but then there's other days where she literally is, like, right here, I as close as she could possibly get, won't accept that I need my arm here to type. She wants my arm, like, around her, and, yeah, I mean, if it's either all day or if it's hours on end, it gets really, really exhausting
Mhm.
and draining
Yeah.
mentally. Um, and and I don't have, like, a desk I can go sit at or whatever, you know? Um, and that's neither here nor there, it doesn't matter, but the reality of it is I don't, and so, I'm usually laying down in the bed while I'm working,
Mhm.
um, and that creates the perfect environment for her to wanna snuggle.
Yeah.
Though I would say she does it regardless. If I go downstairs to the den, she wants to sit in the chair with me. If I go on the couch, she wants to sit on the couch. If I go outside on the porch, she doesn't wanna play outside, she wants to sit down in the deck chair, so it doesn't matter where I go, um and, one other thing I'll say about that is that it's beautiful and precious, the bond that we have, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying otherwise. It is, and it far, far, far outweighs the mental frustration that comes from me as a flawed human and a flawed parent, right? Um, and she's learned that as like her primary caregiver, meaning the person that takes her like to her appointments and whatnot. This is what the therapist told me, the occupational therapist, that I'm her safe person navigating the community. So like because she's partially deaf and doesn't understand language and doesn't have the ability, like I'm almost like, I don't know, it sounds weird, but almost like her seeing eye dog
Mm-hmm.
on top of also being her mom.
Yeah.
And so that has kind of formed an even more intense bond, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a long-winded way, but I wanted to kind of unpack that a little bit.
It's fine.
Anything else on yours? And then I'll read mine.
No, I mean, it was just how mentally drained it could be. I mean, my example really was today, honestly, with it.
Yeah.
I had a lot on my mind today, so I was already
You
thinking
were
through
like
things.
vacuuming with her.
Well, I mean, that was part of it, like getting everything in the crock pot ready to go, right, for dinner, and then moving straight into trying to pick up, making sure
Mhm.
that's good, sweeping up, doing all that stuff, vacuuming. And then it was, yeah, I go upstairs, I pick everything up, and then while I'm picking up, it is, horsey, horsey, horsey.
Yeah.
And then, I said, like, after I get done with that, then she goes, sits down for a minute, and then I'm in the middle of vacuuming. She just jumps on my
Mhm.
neck and
Mhm.
just,
Yeah, it's
holds
frustrating.
on,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm like, Mila, I don't have time for this baby. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
I get it.
you had to do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Mine was to ask how or what accommodations that she needs and not to assume that she can do something age appropriate. So since I was so long-winded, I think the question was what is one thing that we wish or I wish people knew about special
Mhm.
needs parenting. So I wish that people knew more. Ask how or what she needs and don't assume that she can do something age appropriate. So don't look at a child that looks healthy at 6 almost 6 years old and assume that she can participate typically in the community or with other kids or at Carowinds or whatever the case may be. Um, and that's hard. I mean, because
Well, even being told just a simple yes, no, like she doesn't
yeah,
understand
yeah.
for the most
So,
part. Like, even if she knows what yes means or no means, she
mhm.
still doesn't understand the context behind why you're telling her that.
Well, that, but also like her impulse control is 0.
Mhm.
And so there's no amount of like when we took her to Carowinds, the theme park, for example, like we had her in a stroller where she was restrained so that she couldn't run around the theme park because the second that she figured out that she'd be able to run around the theme park, it would be done.
Mhm.
Be done. We would either fight her to be in the stroller or be chasing her around the theme park and she'd be doing who knows what. And so I think once someone has identified that their child has a disability or has special needs, even if that child looks totally healthy, do not assume that they are not completely disabled
Mhm.
because they very well might be. And in the case of our daughter, although it is exceptionally rare, the reality of it is she's physically disabled because she was pulseless for 25 minutes at birth, but it presents in an invisible way until you observe her.
Yep.
So I don't expect people to know she's disabled right off the bat. That would be ridiculous. But once we've identified our daughter has a disability or she's disabled or she has special needs, make 0 assumptions. Ask. That's it. And a lot of people are really good about that. And a lot of people have a long way to go. And I think even like the community has a long way to go. I could get off on a whole spiel about this, but the one other thing I'll say on that note, because it's the perfect thing about it, is that hospital rooms, for example, just assume that the child that is in them is typical, right? So like I become the person that blocks the door of the hospital room that we're in so that she can't leave and run down the hallways. Or I become the person that blocks the sink because she's not allowed to eat or drink because she's having anesthesia. Or I become the person that has to, move the IV pump all the way up to the top of the pole because it makes fun sounds. And so hospitals, places like that, they got to do better. But anyway, that's my spiel on that. And y'all can probably almost certainly hear background noise at this point. I think we've established multiple times on this podcast. Our 16-year-old daughter is a great babysitter until we sit down to film.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
literally.
Yeah. Sounds
So
like WrestleMania down there. I don't know what's going on.
yeah. Okay. Well, actually, what's going on is they're getting ready for school tomorrow, which starts back, as in doing their summer work in one day, which I would argue is probably a failure of parenting in some respect.
No, we've told them multiple times this summer to do it.
No, Aiden couldn't. I had to actually log in and like print it out and stuff.
No.
That is fully on me.
Well, Ariana did not have
Ariana,
to.
yes.
She had plenty of time.
She did.
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't have to dog them. We'll just move on.
All right.
Last question.
What you got?
What's a coping mechanism that gets judged but actually works?
So it says, what is a coping mechanism that gets judged but actually works? Ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
What do you put?
Gaming.
I put wine.
There you go.
And I drew a wine glass.
I can add to that too. I mean, I agree with that. But
Yeah. I mean, hopefully not a lot of people judge, but I mean, if you say wine to cope, that sounds odd. But I wouldn't necessarily phrase it that way. I would say relaxing with a glass of wine on the weekends
yeah.
is very different than struggling with alcohol. So that is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about responsible use of alcohol, relaxing on the weekend, which is totally healthy coping mechanism, especially if it's a whole bottle.
Yeah, well,
just kidding. No whole bottles over here. We're too old for that. We'd wake up so tired.
Yeah, agreed.
Gaming, you want to unpack that any or?
I can a little bit. I mean, it's a couple of things for me, I think. I think number one, it trains my brain to think constantly. So my brain is
Is that not like tiring though?
Sometimes it can be. If I've had a really tired day, it can add on to making it a little tired, but then I, just try to go to bed. But for the most part, like I like it because it helps me kind of think through things and situations and those things. Because I mean, with my stroke and all that I had a few years ago, my processing time has slowed down.
Right.
I can just definitely tell. So being involved in doing that and having my mind think through situations and stuff, I mean, I'm just trying to train it to get.
That sounds almost like it would be work. Like
what it is
like
work
cognitive
to
work.
train. It is work. It is work.
So how does it help you cope?
Well, that's the second part of it. So the second part of it is with everything going on here. I mean, if you think about a game, let's say it's similar to a movie. And what I mean by that is that it's maybe a different world, a different thing.
The games you play specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with all the stuff going on here, my mind can go into this different place, essentially.
Yeah.
And not think about this stuff sometimes.
Which reminds me, I need to play The Sims again because I used to cope by playing that, and I honestly psychoanalyze myself. I think I lived vicariously through my stupid sim people with their perfect lives, their perfectly clean homes, their perfect children, and their perfect decorations and everything else.
Oh yeah. But yeah, for me it's those two things. I mean it does. I mean even playing them some growing up, it helps you to think, especially depending on the type of games that you enjoy or play. There's some games like FPS games, which is those first-person shooters you're talking about, like Call of Duty and Battlefield, some of them other things. Those help you think quickly. You have to think quick.
I wouldn't advocate Call of Duty or anything.
I'm just giving an example.
No. I was gonna say like I'm gonna say for people that are not adults or like old teenagers. So like my personal stance is games like that we don't let our 12-year-old son play those. Yeah. But sorry, I just wanted to add that disclaimer.
No, that's fine. But anyway, for me it is for that. It's like have mind to reaction. Like you've got to think quick, and so those things will help you do that.
Yeah.
And then of course the second being just completely different. Your mind's in a completely different place, which is kind of a good relaxer sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's really.
Why do you think people judge it?
I don't know. They probably think it's for kids.
Yeah, your age or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of them thinks it's for kids.
Or you could say, I mean, Mila plays games, and actually we're going to do a reaction to Toy Story 5. So stay tuned for that because we know it's about screen time and we don't necessarily advocate for screen time. But at the same time, we have a special needs child who is A, very addicted, B, it's for survival mode, but C, it's also taught her a lot. She's learned a lot of executive planning and
Yes.
functioning while playing those games.
Yep.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword because people do judge
Mhm.
screen time, which is kind of why we wanted to do the reaction to Toy Story 5 and see what kind of our take on that is. But yeah, I think gaming can be judged for a variety of reasons. I play phone games because I get paid to play them on freecash.com. But I get it. I mean, they're fun, and even the stupid ones that are like merging something just for me it like numbs your brain, you know.
Well, there's a few other things to unpack with that too, I think, and then we can kind of close up. But the other one is like I can tell in Mila's case, you had mentioned it just a second ago, but she can definitely think through some of those situations. Like
Yeah.
in Fortnite, there's this one, I think it's like a custom level or something like that they have, but there's a dragon that, there's an arena out there, okay, and then there's a dragon that's on the other side. And she's sitting there just shooting him, and he breathes fire in 25% of the arena, right? And it shows where he's about to do that, and she knows not to go over there.
Well, I've seen her sometimes just standing.
Well, she will. That's more of a glitch thing I think she found than anything.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't really supposed to work that way.
I have honestly no idea what you're talking about.
But like, it's just I can definitely tell in her doing that, she has learned
to avoid it,
and to do certain things like puzzles. Some of the puzzles that are associated with it, she's able to figure those out, which is good. I mean, there's some things that she's really good. The other thing, though, at least from my perspective, though, of why I enjoy them, it is those two things I brought up. But number 3, too, I mean, and it's probably not healthy, but it does keep me home, too. I mean, and it's not me going anywhere because other people, they like other stuff. I mean, I like outside activities and all that stuff, too. And I could go do those things.
I mean, we've already established Rachel doesn't approve of golfing, so.
Well, I know, but let's say golfing.
Makes you feminine.
Well, what I'm saying is golfing, I disagree, but golfing, like fishing, like
I mean, I
all
would go
this
fishing. It's an expensive hobby.
I understand. That's what I mean. But that's what I mean, though, is like I can be here at home.
I wouldn't let you go fishing.
I can be, well, yeah, because I'd be gone.
Without me or at all.
No. So
money, time, being gone.
Right. So that's why. I mean, the other thing is I'm just here if I need to need to be.
You do.
Do
you
something.
Need to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you would push me out of the life raft.
No, I would not.
Okay.
But those are my 3 things.
You would push me out of the life raft.
I wouldn't. No, you got to be with the kids.
Also,
better you than me.
I am sorry about the background sound. My sound editing skills are getting fairly good, but I don't think they're going to be good enough to fix that situation. So we'll have a conversation with our child after this. And
I feel like we do every time anyway.
Yeah, but this one was particularly bad. Hopefully they can't pick up on it, but I have a feeling it's going to come through pretty bad. Anyway, that's all I have. That is episode 38. And y'all subscribe, hit the like bell button thing.
There you go.
Leave comments and ask questions. That's what we want to know. Ask us questions about special needs parenting, about why Stephen is going to push me off the life raft. Whatever you come up with, ask it below. And one of these days, if we accumulate enough of them, we will do a Q&A.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what they do for fun, too, with parents that have special needs children.
Yeah. They drink wine. Okay.
Fair enough.
On that note, we'll see y'all next time.
Thanks.
Bye.